We've got the Southern Ocean trout here. This is a farmed rainbow trout from Tasmania. Very popular table fish these days in restaurants, retail, any of those types of setups. A very popular fish these days. Like the Atlantic salmon, high in all the omega groups and oils. Very good fish, very good for you.
Farmed in the ocean though?
Yep, farmed in sea cages in the ocean. That's why they get their flavour, because they're salt water and not fresh water. Today we're going to butterfly this guy. Instead of just like we normally do and just fillet it and take a side off, we'll butterfly it, take all the rib bones out, the spine, chop the head off and the tail, cut all these little fins off. So we don't need these, we don't want to eat them. As you can probably see, they're very, very fat, these farmed fish. Okay, now we don't want to cut all the way through here, we're just going to nick the fin off. This is basically just for presentation purposes. Alright, now we'll take off this other back fin. This is really only for just display purposes, you don't have to do this. It just makes the whole operation a bit cleaner and neater. Okay, now we'll take his head off, we don't need that. In behind the head.
Oh, look at the colour.
Flip him over. Okay, up behind the head. That goes through. There's his head gone. Okay. Now, when you're chopping through bones and fins, good idea to just give your knife a couple of hits just to get your edge back on, especially when you've got to cut through the tailbone like this. Okay, just give the knife a whole sharp up, especially these new knives when they're brand new. If you start cutting through bone, it'll roll the edge on them very quickly, so it's a good idea to keep honing up your edge. Okay, now we just start the back of the tail here. Now this is it's not an easy thing to do, this butterflying, but with a bit of practice you will get it. Just try to stay on the backbone as much as possible. Now we have to cut through the ribs as we're going. So this is where a good strong knife comes in very handy. Alright, once we've cleared the rib cage there, it's just one more cut. Just being careful not to cut right through to the skin on the backbone. Okay, now that's all the flesh off the ribs. Okay, now we do the same on the other side. Now we just go around this little tail fin here, down to the tail again. Okay, now you can start up at this top end like this. Okay. It takes a bit of practice, but that's how it becomes perfect. Okay, now there's your fillet laid open like that. Now all we do now, you just try and cut down as far as you can without actually cutting through the skin. Now we just get underneath like that. You can either do this with a knife or scissors. Now this will peel out, which is your back section. Right like that. Now that's all you've got left of your bone carcass, so there's not much left on that at all. Okay. Now we just take out the rib cage. It's just like all your other fish, you get in behind the rib cage like that. Now it's very important to stop here. You can see this line here. This is your belly fat. This is, as I was saying, very important. A lot of people love this belly fat now. It's very nice to cook, natural flavour in your fish. You can leave that there all the way down, a little bit near your tail. Now that's completely bone free, apart from tiny little pin bones you'll find in there. Same on the other side, get in under the ribs. Okay, now that's all the rib bones cut out all together. Now, a lot of people these days will put all different, so I'm not much of a chef, so I don't know what they do, but they put all their ingredients in here like this, then they'll fold the fish back over and wrap it up and cook it however way they want. But that fillet there, that's basically just 2 boneless fillets that are stuck together for the convenience of butterflying, wrapping up. They wrap cord around it and all the whatnot they put inside it. Now there's one more little thing we can do to improve it even more, is you'll have a little fine line of pin bones that run through these. On all these fish, the Atlantic salmon, your rainbow, your brown trout, all these guys have got it. Some of it sticks out more prevalent than the others, but all you need is a little pair of pliers. This can be a pretty finicky job, or a pair of tweezers, and you'll feel it with your fingers. You can see the bone, and they'll just pull out like that. Now this will render this fillet totally boneless then. You can use pliers or you can use tweezers. There's quite a lot of different methods you can use to get these pin bones out, but no matter which way you do it, it's still a bit of a pain. But if you want these fillets to be totally boneless, you've got to do it. Okay, as with all these bones, you can feel them as you're going along. Some of them only have 3 or 4 bones, some will have a whole line running from one end to the other.
So there's not a whole series?
No. See? And that's your bone, that's your pin bone that comes out. You'll do that on both sides and that fillet will be totally boneless. You've got beautiful skin. The Southern Ocean trout skin is absolutely superb. So that is ready for baking, to fill in with whatever fillings you'd like to use. And there you have it. That's a butterfly Southern Ocean trout, ready to go.